Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' It's D. About to react to this vid's title is Cardi Scared to Drop. Academics on Offset asking Cardi B to drop music and Nicki speaking on Barbs. Every time we talk about Cardi, we also have to talk about Nicki. Why? Why can't these two ladies, exist separately in their own worlds? It always has to be a comparison. I feel like that also fuels their beef as well, and it's part of the reason why it's been going on this many years. It's ridiculous at this point, but sure. But yeah, we're gonna hear what Ak has to say and why he thinks Cardi is scared to drop. I've heard people say this before. I think Impressive has even said something like this. I don't know what she would be scared of per se though. Scared that it doesn't measure up to Nicki, for example, since we're always comparing her, or what? I'm not sure, but let's hear what he has to say. Let's watch. And why is Offset telling her to drop? He's saying this publicly.
J-Lo is silent as fuck. What do you expect her to say, right? What do you expect her to say? Let me see what else. Okay. Now, Offset's coming out, which, by the way, it wasn't that long ago we heard, Cardi B cussing Offset the fuck out, right? Y'all remember this?
We remember, child. Let's go. What did Offset say? We remember.
Then Cardi B saying, "Yo, stop being scary and drop."
Oh, is this Offset?
What then happened recently is that you have Offset now calling out Cardi B saying, "Yo, stop being scary and drop the album."
Not him calling her.
It sounded good. That's what he said.
Well, shit, there you go. I'm sure he knows better than anybody. So I guess she is scared. If he's saying that she's scared, why would he expose her like that? Jesus.
Oh, well, I guess he's posted himself bumping to the album. That's muted. But he's saying the album sounded good. And I'm going to be honest with you. I agree.
That expression.
I agree. I don't know if this is going to do it for Cardi B, though. I think part of her fear of dropping the album is obviously that sophomore pressure. Keep in mind, she's only dropped one album ever. Studio album. And
so much
here's what I really believe is also occurring. Man, we're just not in an album era. We're not in an album era. And I think that Cardi B
almost everybody
may be best suited to do what Ice Spice is doing. Let's keep putting out singles. Now, of course, I think she's more popular than Ice Spice. I do think an album would do decent, but would it do anything near, not saying she has to be compared to Nicki? Nah, I don't think so. I think she could keep getting those top 5 or top 10 songs when she drops her singles, and she could keep that hype up by just doing these amazing features. But if you ask me, I don't think she's that fond of dropping the album, and I think a lot of it is the pressure maybe with sales, pressure with quality. And
why would that prevent you from dropping an album though? So you just gonna go your whole life not knowing what could have been or how great, your sales could have been or how much the people would have fucked with it. You're just gonna go your whole life thinking oh, what if? Then that's gonna be a regret that you have. That's so bizarre if she is scared and she's just not gonna drop because of that fear. You gonna let that fear consume you and not ever drop?
Yeah.
That's wild. Look,
after a while,
yeah.
It's kind of like detox for me in a sense.
Dr. Dre?
After it became 7 years for Detox, we got to realize, I was like, if Detox ever came out, it would be so random of it coming out. People were just not gonna like it already. So I do think Cardi B is approaching that wave of.
No, that's Detox is.
The album is so overdue that dropping it now is just gonna cause people to unfairly either shit on it or not like it, and that might be what she's trying to avoid.
She shouldn't have waited this long. Maybe 5.
I've watched Cardi B try to do a rollout seemingly, or Atlantic try to do a rollout 4 or 5 times. Every time they dropped a single of hers, I felt they were trying to do a rollout, but they wanted to get some type of.
They didn't do as well.
They wanted to get some type of traction from the people, and yeah, she still had a couple number ones, but the traction wasn't there. I think Cardi needs a song on some Bodak Yellow vibe. Like she need a hood bitch type of anthem. And I do think if she's gonna drop an album, it needs to be on some reverse 444 shit. Basically, tell us how Offset ain't shit and how he's been cheating on you or something like that. Which I don't think she would do because she's there hugged up with the nigga, and obviously the niggas listen to her music. But I do believe what made her album back then really relatable is that she was at the time was saying, hey, yo, I'm like this vulnerable woman who's in love. Don't play with me and don't hurt me, which a lot of people agreed with. She's now married to Offset with a bunch of kids. And if she's down to get transparent, I think it could work. I think if she's just going to make like these turn up songs, I don't see why make it drop an album. Just keep putting out singles. You get what I mean? So,
I do not want. I want to hear some turn up songs. I do not want to hear, oh, my nigga doing me wrong, cheating on me every day. Like, I don't want to hear that. The fuck?
What else is going on in this bitch? Yo, look at Nicki Minaj, man. If I told you Nicki Minaj is like 55, like you'd be shocked. Like,
here you go. He gotta stop.
Yo, Nicki Minaj is like
making old jokes is wild when you're not that much younger. Like, what are we talking about? Ain't he like in his mid-30s? His girlfriend came out and exposed him for lying about his age. Like, she showed us his ID and everything. Like, he's in his mid-30s. And I guess he lies and says he's a few years younger or something like that. She's exposed him several times. I don't know what the fuck he doing over there. Because, child. But, yeah. So, you're not that much younger than Nicki. So, what are we talking about?
In high school when it comes to, like, Twitter, bro. Look at Nicki sis. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. I be telling y'all nobody's exempt. ACGI, anybody can't get it. It don't matter who started, the Barbs always finish it. I've been doing this shit for a long time. And every time I ever tried to warn people that the Barbs are different, they had to learn the hard way.
I mean, this is embarrassing.
Things I've learned about the Barbs since 2009.
Okay, I see what he's I see what he's saying. I don't think he should be like, oh, she 50, she 60. I think that's lame. But it is valid to say, like, you are too old for this. And that's not to age shame when you make that comment. It's to put things into perspective that you've been on this earth long enough to know better and to have a certain level of maturity. And the fact that it's not there is just weird. So I think when people say, like, you too old for this, or, you know, they make comments like that, I don't think that comes from a place of age shaming when you make that comment. Because it's like, bro, do better. Like, you've been on this earth for how many years and you ain't matured yet? Like, what's going on?
One, they don't forget. Number two, they don't care how long it takes to get an op back. Number three, they never stop once they start. They'll be in that ass for life. My moment for life voice. 4, beat everyone.
This is not cute, bro. So you're basically letting us know that you condone their weirdo behavior. You condone them doxing people. You condone them bullying people online. You condone their crazy behavior. Thanks for confirming that. Because people always be like, oh, Nicki can't control her fans. What's she supposed to do? She's condoning it and encouraging it. Like, this is so sad. This is so sad. Beyonce would never. That's what people are always comparing her with Beyonce. A, because you are an A-list celebrity as well, like Beyonce is. And although Beyonce has a crazy fan base like you have, Beyonce has never come out and been like, oh, Beehive, y'all know what to do. Or y'all go buzz. Like, she doesn't sick her fans on people, but Nicki like pretty much kind of sicks her Barbs on people, and she does it in kind of subtle ways, and she tries to do it like kind of indirectly, and she even talks to them in code. I reacted to a whole video where she sent them like a newsletter and shit where she's talking to them in code, and she's basically like encouraging this type of behavior. I think that's really fucked up. Honestly, it's okay to have a fan base and people who ride for you and support you. That's beautiful that you have that. That's great. But to kind of support this bullying behavior, I think that's really evil. Like, what are we doing, bro?
At their own game while laughing and supporting Onika. Yeah, I kid you not. This is like such a fucking weirdo flex by a 55-year-old woman who literally don't realize that what you're implicitly co-signing is that your fans are bullies off the internet. These are the same fans who try to play like you're a victim. They're like, when it was allegedly reported that your fans have doxed Meg The Stallion's mother's gravesite.
Yeah, like,
right?
bro,
This is the type of encouragement you give implicitly.
Hello.
Right? This is on some like January 6th. Hey, listen, y'all should go march and riot if I don't win type shit. You're encouraging your fans. You're 55, and you're encouraging your fans to go bully other people who might not like you. I just think that's like actually whack. I'm sorry to say. Not saying she should be very happy about her supporters. Of course, the Barbs, like, they support her a lot. But to implicitly kind of egg on them going at people,
exactly.
No.
And of course, Barb's gonna play stupid. Where did she say that? She ain't telling us. Shut the fuck up. Use common sense. 2 + 2 is 4. This is encouraging the Barbs. This is making it funny. Ha ha ha. Y'all go so hard for me. Ha ha. Y'all bullying and doxing people. Ha ha. Like, come on, let's not play dumb.
Somebody said she looked good for 55. No, I don't think she's 55. She's like 40 something.
See, people taking them literally.
How old is Nicki?
She's 40. Relax.
Is she 41 or like 44? This might be her industry age. You feel me?
Bye. This woman is 40 and looks the fuck good. Stop it.
Somebody says toughen up.
That's irrelevant.
It's not about
I also think that's kind of odd that he always mentions her age, because I don't ever hear him mention guys' age, like, ever. And I guess, again, maybe he's mentioning the age because, you know, maturity does come into play, and he's just like, again, like, you should be mature at this point in your life, at this age that you're at. But yeah, I just don't hear him ever mentioning guys' ages at all.
It just looked corny. Bro, it just looks.
And he does it a lot too. He's also done it with Young Miami and like other people where he like tries to like age shame them. But it's just so interesting because you are nobody's 18, 21, none of that. So it's just odd.
Corny. Bro, like, again, when you're calling yourself the goddamn queen, bro, certain things has to be beneath you a little bit. Like, do you see?
I agree with that though.
Do you see
say
like
that all
Beyonce
the time.
like telling the Beehive to go? You know what I mean? Go and attack this person. Like, no. Like, that's the corny thing about it. Like, if your fans want to just go out of their way and do it, cool. Not saying you got to speak up against it, but it do seem a little corny when you're trying to stick your fans on people or you're trying to encourage them for bad behavior. That just seems whack, bro. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Marcel says, yo, you're reading YouTube comments. Duh.
I agree with that. I just do. I already said what the fuck I had to say. As far as Cardi goes, I really hope that she drops this album eventually. I feel like it's so odd to, you know, let your fear consume you to the point where you don't even, you know, release your art. This is your artwork. And because you're so scared of what people are going to think about it, you're going to let that cripple you and just never put it out? Like, what? I don't understand that at all, but sure. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you're going to watch, and I'll see you on the next time. Bye!